Most people fear pain. They should fear wasted life. The hardest truth is simple. Nobody is coming to rescue you. And once you accept that, everything starts changing. This video is about the truth people avoid, because it forces you to look at yourself. Life does not reward potential. It rewards repeated action. You can be smart, kind, and gifted, yet still lose. That stings, because you know what you could become. Like the friend with big dreams still living the same year. Pay attention to this. Your future is built by tiny choices, not giant promises. The gym visit matters. The apology matters. The bedtime matters. Most regret is boring at first. It looks like one more delay, one more excuse, one more scroll. Then, one day, boring regret becomes a broken life. But here's the truth. Motivation is weak. Systems are stronger. When your habits are messy, your peace gets messy too. Imagine two people equally hurt. One journals and heals, one numbs out every night. Same pain, different pattern, different life. And life keeps score, even when you do not. It measures what you repeat, not what you mean. This is where it gets interesting. The kindest lie you tell yourself is, "I have time." Time hears that lie and keeps moving. By the time you feel ready, the cost is higher. That is why potential alone can become a prison. People do not live inside your intentions. They live inside your patterns. You may mean well, but your actions teach the real story. That hurts when you see yourself as loving, but others remember the silence, the distance, the broken promise. Pay attention to this. Love is not only what you feel, it is what people feel from you. If your care stays trapped in your head, nobody receives it. Then you wonder why connection feels weak. Picture a woman saying, "I thought he knew," or a man thinking, "I stayed, wasn't that enough?" Presence without clarity still creates loneliness. Good intentions cannot hug someone at 2 a.m. But here's the truth. People trust consistency more than passion. Anyone can be intense for a weekend. Real safety is calm, clear, and repeated. That is why mixed signals cut so deep. They keep hope alive, while trust slowly dies. You start doubting your value instead of their pattern. This is where it gets dangerous. When you ignore patterns, fantasy becomes your drug. You keep dating the version you imagined, and the real person keeps showing you who they are. Comfort can destroy you without making a sound. It rarely looks evil. It looks familiar. That is why people cling to pain they already know. A lonely routine can feel safer than a real chance. Pay attention to this. The brain prefers known pain over unknown change. Even bad habits can feel like home after enough time. So, you keep the job, the text thread, the stale life. Not because it is good, because it is predictable. But here's the truth. Peace and comfort are not the same thing. Comfort keeps you small. Peace lets you grow. One numbs you, the other strengthens you. Imagine staying with someone who drains your spirit. You tell yourself, "At least I know this pain." Then months pass, and your confidence quietly disappears. This is where it gets interesting. Growth usually feels rude at first. It interrupts your routine, exposes your fear, and asks for courage. That is why new boundaries feel selfish in the beginning, and new discipline feels like punishment before it feels like freedom. If change feels uncomfortable, that does not mean it is wrong. It may mean your old self is losing control. You teach people how to treat you, not with speeches, with what you keep allowing. That truth is hard because it removes the easy villain. Sometimes the pain stayed because access stayed open. Pay attention to this. Every unanswered boundary becomes silent permission. Every fake laugh after disrespect trains the room. Every extra chance writes a new rule. Think about the friend who always cancels on you. You say, "It's okay," while feeling small inside. After enough times, they stop seeing your time as valuable, and you start agreeing with them without words. But here's the truth. Boundaries do not push good people away. They reveal who only liked your lack of them. That is why boundaries feel lonely before they feel clean. You lose noise before you gain peace. This is where it gets dangerous. If you fear being disliked, you will get used badly. You will overgive, over-explain, and overstay. Then resentment grows where honesty should have lived. Strong love needs limits, or it turns into self-betrayal. And self-betrayal always leaves a scar. Nobody can heal the wound you hide. People can support you, but they cannot do your inner work. That is the truth almost everyone resists, because blaming others feels easier than meeting yourself. Pay attention to this. An unhealed wound changes your whole personality. It can make love feel unsafe and calm feel boring. It can make one late reply feel like abandonment. It can make a kind person seem suspicious. But here's the truth. Triggers are not proof that someone is wrong. Sometimes they are proof that something inside you still hurts. That does not excuse bad behavior. It just means your healing matters too. Imagine someone asking, "Why are you mad?" and you explode over a tiny delay. The delay was small. The old pain was not. This is where it gets interesting. Healing often looks quiet from the outside. It is therapy, prayer, journaling, walking, breathing, telling the truth. It is saying, "This hurt me," before rage takes over. It is learning not every closed door is rejection, and not every disagreement is danger. Life is not fair, and time does not care. It will move while you hesitate, grieve, or pretend. That sounds cold. It is also freeing. Because once you accept it, you stop bargaining with reality. Pay attention to this. Closure is not always given. Sometimes it is built. You may never get the apology that fits your pain. You may never hear, "You were right." The answer may stay unread forever. But your life still has to move. But here's the truth. Waiting for perfect closure can waste whole years. Some people spend their best energy on doors already shut. They replay the message, the breakup, the betrayal, the maybe. Meanwhile, life keeps knocking from the other side. This is where it gets interesting. Freedom begins when you stop asking pain for permission. You do not need every answer to take the next step. You need honesty, grief, and one brave decision. Maybe it is deleting the number. Maybe it is applying for the job. Maybe it is eating better because your body deserves help. Maybe it is finally saying, "I cannot live like this." The truth about life is brutal, but it is useful. It breaks your fantasy so your real life can begin. Nobody is coming to save you. But that is not the tragedy. The tragedy is living small while waiting for rescue. The beautiful part is this: your next choice still matters. If this hit hard, good. It means you are awake. Stay with this channel and start choosing like you mean it.